Please donate to my Patreon to get more content even faster. Alright folks, let's get started on this. First, let's continue Tornado the Vulture 22's commission with his fan character, Twister the Wisp. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wisp, because that's the only thing I can possibly think looks like this. Twister the Wisp was a scratch build. I made him out of some leftover epoxy sculpt between other projects. Yeah, like I made a little bead for his eye, then once that hardened, I made the first point of his head, and then when that hardened, I made the rest of his body and his little tentacle things. There is a little toothpick that I embedded into his bottom part so that he can affect the whole floating thing. I made a whole decorative stand for it. I didn't take a picture of it, but when the rest of Tornado's figures are done, I'll take a big group shot and you'll see what Twister looks like next to his friends. So yeah, so that's that. And, alright, I'll see you guys next time. Nah, I'm kidding. That was just a little diversion. I made another full figure, so that's what this video is really about. This is Davin's newest commission. It is Mephiles the Dark. Yeah, there's just no escaping this guy, is there? Despite the fact that Sonic 2006 is one of the most hated video games in the franchise, there's just people like this character. And I like him too. I mean, he's a demon. There's no two ways about him. He is a straight-up demon. He is one half of a transcendent being, basically a time god, whose only desire is to see all of existence annihilated. So, yeah, I mean, come on. That's kind of awesome. That's apocalyptic. Way more apocalyptic than Sonic usually gets. So, of course, this guy's made from Shadow. Of course, I actually don't have any full Shadow figures left, just some pieces. Fortunately, I still have the head, of course, so, you know, lop off the nose, sculpt on all the new crystal rock spines, and repaint it with that shade of sickly blue. Again, at the edges, I apply with a very bristled out brush, so that it can create that rough texture to look like recently cooled stone. With the feet this time, I left the sock cuffs in place, although I cut the bulk of them away so they wouldn't stick out too much. When I sculpted on Mephiles' rock feet, I was actually able to preserve ankle articulation, making it the first time I'd ever done so for a Mephiles. Although it doesn't really do much. The hands are waves, because they're the only really open gesturing hands that I have left. But, you know, this works out good, because these hands still have wrist articulation. Another first for a Mephiles. Then, you know, the body. As you can see, the hips are Sonic's. I told you I was really low on parts here. But still, sculpt on, paint on. Now let's see what he looks like complete. Oh, I always love how cool these guys look. So yes, just one final time, because the last time I made a Mephiles, I got a couple of people who didn't seem to get this. If the paint looks a little uneven and scratchy on his legs and hands and stuff, that is intentional. 100% completely and fully. And around his eyes too. Because if you look at the concept image of Mephiles, you'll find that, unlike most Sonic characters, he's not made of smooth, contiguous colors. He is designed to look like a piece of rough stone, like a piece of lava that has just finished cooling. That's to establish his connection to Iblis, you know? So yeah, with that said, I am going to flatly out ignore anybody who comments on how the paint job doesn't look even, and other than that, I'm signing off. Goodbye, everybody.